All right, folks, we are back. Welcome again to the Veterans Ranch Show. Again, we're talking with Christy Remmel. It's been an amazing day. Again, thank you for being on here. So now you did 4 years. Now we're talking life after the service. You're an independent business owner. You're an entrepreneur, and as I said before the break, you are the president of the DFW Veterans Chamber of Commerce. So why don't we kind of pick up from, okay, you got out, now you're stay-at-home mom. Now let's get into what you're doing here today.
Well, my journey with the veteran community started really a couple years after I got divorced, and it was just out of the desire to help. It was when all of the news media started announcing the epidemic that is running rampant in our community, which is the suicide rates. So I wanted to help our veteran community find those resources, and that's where my journey started. It brought me to 2020. Well, actually, 2019, 3 months before the pandemic. I was asked to be the president of a veteran network group that was meeting already on Fridays in person, and I agreed. I said yes. So then, when the pandemic hit, we went online like everybody else, trying to figure out what we were going to do and how we were going to survive. So out of that, the idea of the Veterans Chamber was started. In 2 weeks into the pandemic, we had started the chamber. So that's how the chamber got started, and I've actually never looked back with that. One of the reasons I think that we have been so successful is because I am a business owner myself. So I create websites, social media, uh, marketing for different businesses, as well as graphic design. So I was able to really help our community. If they didn't have a website, I created a website. If they needed marketing, we did marketing. And so all of those pieces helped our veteran community, our members, stay in business.
And give everybody out here your website as to how they can find you in that business.
It's super easy. It's BLU, like Bluetooth, but BLU, dragonfly.net.
So
Or
again,
they can
folks,
email me, right?
yep.
At Christie, Christie, at bluedragonfly.net, blue without the E. Otherwise, I won't get it.
Sorry to interrupt you there. Yeah, and we'll put that in the show notes as well, so you can see how to get in touch with her. As you can see, folks, there's a lot of great things going on across the country for veterans.
Mhm.
The one thing that I want to talk about that Christy touched on here, and everybody that watches this show knows we're beating this drum daily, is the veteran suicide rate. It's been close to 2 months now that Fox News was brave enough to put the article online. And I keep begging, if anybody from Fox News is watching me here today, I keep begging y'all, let's do something on TV. Midterms are over. Presidential elections 2 years away. You need some more stuff to talk about. We got to talk about this. We are at a confirmed 44 plus a day by 8 states. Okay. If the other 42 reported the way the 8 did, God knows where we'd be. And folks, one's too many. So, you got to get out there. I know it's not fun water cooler talk like on Tuesday talking about the Monday night football game. We both understand this, but folks, this is something that needs to be discussed outside of the veteran community. Otherwise, it's going to stay in the shadows and it's never going to go away and it's only going to get worse. Right?
I do agree. I think that if all of the states reported the statistics, it would be a lot higher than 44. 44 is not the right number. That is just a reported number by a few states. But we have an epidemic. We really do.
Yeah.
It's that sense of helplessness and lack of hope. even though even though there are so many resources, there's so many people willing to help, our veterans are not reaching out, and that's part of the problem. How do we get our veterans to reach out and receive the help that they need and that they deserved and that they have earned? That's the bigger problem. If we can figure out what is it that they need, what is it, why are they not reaching out? That's how we would solve the problem. Not putting more resources out there. There's already plenty. We don't need any more. We need to know the reason why. Why are they not reaching out? Who are they not talking to? Who do they need to talk to? Right?
Yeah, absolutely. That's at the Veterans Ranch. That's one of the first things we do. We ask them what you need. What do you
Right.
need? Because as a guy, okay, and then when I'm talking to male and female veterans, if you ask me or any veteran how they're doing, what's the answer? I'm good. I'm
I'm good.
fine. I'm good and I'm fine are not emotions. They're
Right.
diversions.
Yes.
Okay. And I'll be the first to put it out there. I say it 100 times a day. I'm good. I may not be, but I'm going to tell you I'm good. And our veteran community does the same thing because, folks, patriots out there, let me tell you something. It is hell for veterans to share with other veterans. You can't imagine how hard it is for them to share with patriots like us. Okay. If you get a veteran to share a story with you, God gave you two of these and one of these. Zip this and turn these on. Okay. Just sit down, shut up, and listen because you will learn more in that conversation about that individual and what they did, or, just even if it's funny stories. They stiffed the jeepney because they had to make Cinderella Liberty. I heard a bunch of those from my dad. So,
Yeah.
it just sit down and listen, but find out what they need.
Mhm.
Don't ask them how they feel. Okay. If you see one in a Cracker Barrel, you don't need to break your shoulder, pat yourself on the back, get their waiter, buy their lunch. Okay, now I'm saying that from a point of I understand inflation's a mother right now. It costs me $130 to fill up my truck. I get it. But if you can, do it. Don't let them know you're doing it. Tell the waiter if they call you out, you're going to kick the waiter's butt, okay? Because you don't want the attention. It's about serving those that served us all. We say that all the time. Um, Christy, we're going to kind of wrap stuff up here, but again, thank you so much, for being on today, sharing your passion about your service, what you've done, what you're doing currently. Again, if you're needing some websites, some social media, you name it, reach out to her. And again, her website and her email will be in the show notes. As always, we wrap this up by asking a simple question: do you give a buck for veterans? And that's one of our fancy taglines. It's a play on words. We all know it because, as this country boy and a bunch of veterans I know, we say it a different way when we're not on camera, so we don't get edited. Um, Here's what we're looking for right now. The Veterans Ranch is working on building a flagship property, and we need to get our building fund way much further off the ground than it is. So, again, it'll be in the show notes here, but we're asking you to go right now to give butter, like churn butter, givebutter.com/44 for 44. Okay, there are 180 million working age folks from sea to shining sea. We are simply asking for 44,000 of you to go to that website and give a one-time donation of $44. Folks, that's less than one night out with you and the family, and I understand those are important. But now that you know that 16,000 plus great Americans are checking out off this planet that don't need to, is one less of those okay to help? So it's one-time donation of $44 in memory. As Christy and I have said, the minimum 44 a day we are losing. When is enough going to be enough, America? Okay, we got to
Mhm.
talk about this. We need help. Christy's right. We don't really need more resources. We're providing equine therapy for veterans and their families free of charge. Reach out to us. We've started an affiliate ranch program. You don't need to start a new nonprofit. You can come under our umbrella and we can show you how to be us right there in your town, again, from sea to shining sea. I'll put one in Hawaii. I don't care. Givebutter.com/44 four spelled out FOR 44. Go there today, make a one-time donation. You can join the team and become a part of that, and we can get you your own link to share in your own networks. So again, that's my drum beating on that for today. Again, Christy, thank you so much for being on here today. We thank you so much for your service, and everybody that, the 1% that wore the uniform that said, I'll go, send me. that didn't sign up to defend a political party. They signed up to defend our way of life. Okay, remember that, folks. Our men and women are not R's and D's. They're not red or blue. They're great Americans that signed up to defend that thing that starts out with people. Okay, so remember that. Again, thank you all so much. We love y'all. God bless. Take care and always